All right, it's your man Brett from the Skateboarding Show, and I'm here with this gentleman. May you please introduce yourself?
My name's Christian, and I run Spit and Sawdust skate park in Cardiff.
Right, part run. What do you mean? Is it so? Who else is involved in this?
Well, there's three of us that are directors.
Right.
So, I mean, when you're directed, you share the blame, as it were.
Share the blame. All right.
Yeah. So I co-run Spit and Sawdust with my partner Nia and our friend / co-director Becca.
Okay. And so, did you all put like financially in? I mean, you don't have to tell me if it's business sensitive or.
I haven't got anything on me, but
right.
No,
but you all.
Yeah.
You're all like equal sort of owner directors, or.
Yeah, we're set up as probably many of your interviews have covered, we're set up as a not-for-profit social enterprise.
Right, okay.
So none of us, you can't own any part of a social enterprise or a charity.
Okay,
You just co-run these spaces. So it's kind of its own thing that employs us.
Right.
So myself and my partner set it up, Nia, set it up about 8.5 years ago, pushing 9 years back.
Right.
Probably 10 years ago by the time we went on to the boring legalities of it. And then Becca came on board about 5 years ago. So yeah, none of us own anything. It owns us, if anything.
Yeah, right.
Every single part of us.
Well, like we were discussing before we turned on the camera, like if you're going to do something in skateboarding, brilliant. I hope you're looking forward to being broke and
fantastic.
tired and
maybe get a second or third job.
Yeah. And like never having any time to go skateboarding itself.
Yeah.
But I guess actually you guys that run the skate parks are the slight anomaly because you can access the park whenever you want and go and ride. Okay.
Yeah, exactly that. So we can come and have a cheeky little skate if we're not too if it's been a stressful week and we ain't sick and tired of the sight of the place, then we'll come down for a cheeky morning skate.
Okay. May I ask how old you are?
I'm 43.
Oh wow. Okay. Right. Okay. We're saying okay. Right. And when did you start skateboarding?
When I was 13. So if my maths are right, 30 years back. Yeah. 30 years ago.
Like 1993.
Yes. Yeah. The glory years.
Oh no. If you're 13.
It's about 90. Yeah.
You would have been
tiny
about 14,
wheels.
1992.
Massive board.
Took me a long time. Yeah.
Massive jeans.
Right.
Tiny trainers.
Egg-shaped board, or did some of the bigger older boys? Some of the bigger older boys had one of the boys had a SMA board with a slight nose on it.
Yeah.
When I started in '91, and then very quickly we moved into egg-shaped boards.
Exactly. It was egg, but by the time I got a board, it was a fish board, the Frankie Hill one with a bulldog on the bottom.
Wow.
But it was that board with tiny wheels, so it was the worst of both worlds.
Right.
Massive board, tiny wheels. Yeah, exactly. 38 mil first degree burns, the Spitfires. It's like, ridiculous. So I had
just pushing forever because you can't get anywhere. Yeah.
Is it still skateboarding if you don't put your back foot on? Just keep pushing forever.
Just never get your back. You never learned how to do that bit because you couldn't get to that bit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. And you've continuously skateboarded since then?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Again, that pushing aspect. Just never put the back foot on, just keep the front foot on.
Forget tricks. That's for trendy people. Just did skateboarding. Okay. So what was the inspiration behind? Had you worked in the industry in any way, or
No.
What was the inspiration behind like making yourself tired and work every weekend and not having money?
Yeah, it's a good question. Very good question. It was way back, and it's kind of a weird one. There's the guy off the Go Compare advert with a twirly tash, you know that bloke?
Right, yeah.
He lives in Cardiff, and it was actually him that phoned up City Surf, which was a skate shop at the time, and asked about skateboarding lessons, which no one did.
Right, okay.
I mean, there's no indoor space in Cardiff at that time to do so. So it's like kind of we could do lessons. It's going to rain inevitably, so we could need indoor space. So it kind of went from there, really. That was the initial idea, but then my partner Nia, she's from an arts background, so we wanted to get the art aspect in there and to really focus on the food. Right. So it's like three things coming in. It was a trifecta of activity.
Good.
All coming in. So it was the food, the skate, and the art aspect. The idea of opening just a skate park for me sounded like the worst idea in the world. I grew up street skating. Right. Do you know what I mean? It's just like no, I don't want to do that. So having the other aspects in there as well, and catering for so many more people, as well as people that want to skate the park, really appealed to us. So
you say you grew up street skating. Now that doesn't sound like a very Welsh accent. Where are you?
No, I'm from Kent.
Kent. Okay,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
yeah. So a little tiny village on the Kent coast, not too far from Folkestone.
Oh, okay.
Where
okay.
you frequented recently, I see.
No, I haven't been there yet.
Oh,
no.
okay.
So it must be some other
Oh, it must be the
handsome young man. Then.
The Skateboarding's show.
I flipping hope not. I hope there's not
Copyright.
No. I'll be speaking to my lawyer immediately about that.
Sure. So it's about 10 miles south of Folkestone.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, you are right. Yeah, it's almost pretty much. Yeah, you are as far that way as you can go. Aren't you?
Yeah,
pretty much,
southeast.
Yeah, right. Okay. What made you come to Cardiff?
It was which I know a lot of people relocate around the country. It's with a lady. Lady's far gone. Now the lady I'm with now, fully sort of wrapped up in this together.
Beautiful.
Not that's the only reason to be together.
No. But you probably because you love each other and that, and you like being with her. Yeah,
that's exactly.
That's the only reason to be together.
We're working together, living together. I mean, that was tough in the early years. I'm sure she'll agree.
Right.
We'll ask her later.
I can well imagine. Actually, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like
murder.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that. Either,
Yeah. I mean, she knew this. I mean, I tell her every day. Yeah. Every day.
But you also tell her every day how much you love her, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. After the arguments have subsided.
But you're saying she's heavily involved in the art world. Is she an artist?
She's an artist, yeah. She's a curator as well. Any sort of any arts things that happen here, it's done via near Rebecca as well. So they're on the sort of art panel, if you like. So we have exhibitions. We've got this billboard as well up here that revolves every 6 months.
Right.
Well, due to COVID, it's been up for about 3 years, but you can blame a pandemic for that one. But yeah, any arts activity that happens here is via near Rebecca.
Okay, and the food element of it. Because you mentioned at the beginning, you wanted to bring in those three things: art, food, and a skate park.
Yes.
So what was the inspiration behind wanting to bring in the food, and how did you make sure that you brought in good food that people would come back for?
It was, like anything, you do it as you wish because you really feel passionate about it. It wasn't even sort of appealing to the masses. It was about bringing good locally sourced food and homemade food to the space.
Okay.
It was, going to skate parks over 30 years on off. Like, they just have a lot of them in the time, back in the day, had the worst food, man. The worst food. It's like you could kind of understand getting it in for cheap and then selling it, they have to, and blah, blah, to make maximising profits and stuff. I fully get that. But we just wanted to go down a completely different route and cater for the parents as well, and as well as the people that are post-skate. They want to have decent food before they go in. So that was just fully focused on that. So all the meat we get is organic. All the burgers and stuff we prep ourselves, so we make it out of the mince. We handcraft the burgers, so everything's like, all the chips are hand cut and double fried. So it's all done with, and there's no scrimping on anything. It's just what we do and how we do it. There's no sort of should we just get a bag of oven chips in. It's like it ain't ever going to happen. So we that's the way I look at it. Is like the cafe is almost like the hub. The cafe and the kitchen are the hub, the heart of it really. And everything else is like a skate park added to a kitchen, if you like. That's the way I look at it.
And was that by bringing in a chef, or did you train people up yourselves? Or
again, it was Nia that sort of crafted the menu in the first place, and we sourced out the original suppliers back in the day. Penroof Farm was for meat, and another whole aspect of like organic growers that supply us with our veg and our salad products. So it was Nia that crafted the menu in the first place, and then we got Marta, who's in the kitchen now, and she's vegan as well, so she's fully pushes like the vegan stuff really hard. So all the chicken stuff we got is very, very. It looks and tastes very similar to what a regular chicken would do. Yeah, we do regular chicken as well, but we again, it's stuff like Marta's pushing that forwards, so it's building on what we've already got.
Okay, cool. Because I have read some of the reviews. In case you haven't figured it out, we are right outside Spit and Sawdust right now. There's a heated session going on. Pulleys in there.
Not an argument. Heated
heated session. It's all going down. Yeah. And Bummo's in there.
Yes.
And me man's Ed and Nick are in there as well. And I might even go and practice some knee slides in a minute as well.
Fantastic. Yeah.
They're always worth a laugh. Yeah, I've read some of the reviews online, and people are like, amazing place to go and eat, and it happens to have a skate park. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, right, that's what the deal is. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the food looks amazing. The food looks really amazing and tastes amazing. It's brilliant. And everyone's commented on that as well. Everyone I ever speak to is like, oh my god, you got to go on like burger night. Do you still do that, or is that?
We did. Yeah, I mean, it's burgers every night. Every night we're open.
Every night.
Burgers every night we're open. Night. Yeah. Right. So we're always slinging burgers, if you like.
Did I see recently that you've added an extra night to the skate sessions?
We have, yeah. After we sort of revamped, we had the bowl built, which you've definitely frequented that. And we had the street bit done as well.
Yeah.
Done some knee slides.
Yeah, that's it.
So after we sort of got larger, and we sort of double revamped, we just got busier, obviously. People just clucking to come down. So after that, we haven't opened on a Monday for like 7 years probably. So we tried and tested that way back in the day. Didn't really work, but we weren't very busy then. So now we've got busier and busier. So now, as well as our lessons that run twice weekly, we've got open sessions every other day as well. So we just needed to add another open session to the roster, just to please everyone, really.
So you've just mentioned that, thankfully. So well done for reminding me of what I should be asking you about, which is the revamp. Tell us a little bit about that, because that involved something that I've never really seen in a skate park before, which is extending it and making it bigger and going, well, hey, let's open up this bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our landlord is Well Sound. He's a skater as well, and he just offered the next door space, so we were able to knock through and build the bowl on the other side. I say I made the cups of tea. All terrain Trev. I mean, he must be sick of the place. I mean, obviously, anyone who knows anything about anything must know All Terrain Trev. He's come here on 3 occasions and tripled up like the build. So he did the vert back in the day. That's where I first met him.
Yes.
So that's his handiwork. Yeah. And then he came back to the bowl, and then I pestered him, and then he came back and did the street bit.
So anyone who skated the bowl would know that this must be an all-terrain Trev bowl, because again, as per his handiwork, the coping's perfectly set in every single part, the transition's perfect, everything meets, there's no sketchy bits where the sheets of ply don't meet properly. There's none of that. It's perfect.
It's a bit, and his gaggle of merry people as well that were down as well. I mean, he gets the best together, like Dino and like Cleggy, and there's a whole host of like Pierre, loads of them. Just like as soon as he's got the crack team together, it's on. But again, they're master crew as well. It's like master craftsmen. They just do their thing. I mean, again, once I'm bringing the cups of tea over, I can see them cutting stuff with saws. It's like I just build stuff out of pallets. I'm fine with that. Just don't sit on any of it. But they smashed it.
Right.
Yeah, smashed it.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, there was like a roofing company or something next to you.
It was, yeah.
Because you've got that sort of classic setup where you've got a whole load of girders going across, and it sort of opened up about 3 more sections. Would that be?
Yeah, so we had
2 or 3 more sections.
Yeah, when we took the building on, we couldn't afford the whole rent.
Right.
Boring. Couldn't afford the whole rent, so our landlord at the time built the partition there. So we had 2/3 of the building, and the roof our bads, a third. Yeah, that's my maths.
And did they just finish what they were doing, or did your landlord kick them out for you? Or
no, they needed a larger space. So they've moved, like, as the crow flies, 400 metres that way.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
So yeah, they just moved out. They moved out, and then that was partly how the place was bought by the current landlord. It's because there was no sitting tenant. It was just us that was sitting tenant.
Right.
So whether he likes it or not, we're here. Because they weren't there, then it made it a little bit more desirable to purchase.
I think by you saying that now Mondays you can justify opening on a Monday night.
Yes.
It's a really classic example of that. You build it, they will come.
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously got rave reviews and it's built by the people that know exactly what they're doing. And it's it's just gone from strength to strength.
And I think, if you don't mind me saying, you've also, like, part of that refurb was getting some more lights in there, sorting out the speakers, doing all that stuff, which suddenly means that when you walk in, you're like, oh, okay, this isn't like dark and dismal, and it, like, because it had a sort of cult following to it. When I came and skated the bowl before you had done the other stuff,
I know.
I was like, this is giving me really big flashbacks to, like, Radlands, like, dark, dusty, like one.
Thank you.
It was a massive compliment. But like one janky speaker in the corner that's kind of just about working.
Again,
and
thank you.
Hear at the bowl.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yeah, you go do something on the Nat Davis bank, the steep bank there, and you just get deafened. If you're the other side, you won't be able to hear the music's even on. Yeah. But yeah, luckily we're in a position where we could do. We had to obviously close for 10 days, and then Trev was in there, and then there was another builder, John from Rise Construction. They were in there double sizing the kitchen. So with a builder and then Trev like lined up, then that made it feasible to shut.
Right.
So we did that, and then there's sound technicians in there doing the speakers, the electricians in there rewiring, moving the toilets, blah blah blah. But then they were doing all the brand new LED lights. So it's kind of cost effective in the overall sort of running of the space as well.
Right. Okay. Because it's cheaper to run the lights now and all that sort of.
100%. Yeah. Right, it's like you can run 8 of those lights off a plug.
Sweet.
Which were, when they're testing it out, it was just off one plug. That's how sort of low energy they are. But
it's just what you want.
Yeah.
So we're like January 2023. What are your plans for this year? Because now you've got this amazing skate park, brilliant big kitchen, outdoor vert ramp.
Yeah.
I know last year you did a leg of the vert series.
We did, yeah. It's our second year of doing so, and again, thanks for triggering my memory. I've got to speak to Sean, see if we're lined up for the third. So again, that vert series is going to be a big one in the summer, but we're just head down, just concentrating on like our consistency. I think that's a big one for us. It's always remaining like the park's clean, like the stock's always there. Like people, every time people come, they're greeted. It's the same Spit and Sawdust. No matter how big you get, it's still the same. It's the same greeting. So I guess that it's not even so much like, oh, we've got X, Y, and Z planned. We've got event stuff planned, but a lot of it is just maintaining what we've already got.
I like that idea of keeping consistent, because there's nothing worse than like you go to a skate park one time and you're like stoked on it and everyone's nice and friendly and it's wicked, and then you're like, right, let's go back, and you go the next time, it's just like, that's lame, I'm never going back there again.
That's the thing, and I think it's treating people how you would be treated yourself. I've done that a million times, like going to a pub and you see the same bar person, it's like they don't even try to recognise you. It's like, yeah, that's a big one for us. It's always remaining consistent. It's always keeping the vibe that we've kind of created thus far, that we're happy with what we're doing, and we just to keep it going.
Oh, pardon me. And you've got your, I drank my coffee too quick. You got your outdoor area, so you can seat loads of people.
Pointing towards the bins there. Yeah, I mean they are fantastic.
Face the camera that way.
Fantastic bins.
You got it all set up ready for November the 5th. Great.
Yeah.
It's a big. There's a very well, actually, considering how much was built in there, the stockpile of wastage or whatever that is that some of the old part that was pulled out?
That's their offcuts. Yeah, so we offer it out to people on marketplace to either come and build from, or they take it away and do whatever they want to do with it. Fly tip it probably. People can just come help themselves to any sort of scraps that we've got.
That's nice. So you could come and like take some. Is there already some framed transition in there ready to?
The way we screwed it to the fence down there, there's a bit of an aesthetic as you drive in. But it's there's loads of bits of birch and stuff that were left over. So one man's junk is another man's junk.
And you've got you got all that really nice graffiti down there as well. Like
there's a few scorches on
there.
There's a few. I mean,
are they local artists or?
Yes, I believe so. People could just come down and put whatever they want on the wall. So that's just like an open wall that you could just use.
Yeah. Okay. And like, I mean, I've been coming on some Wednesdays. I was ill for a little bit before Christmas, so unfortunately I missed some of those. But like, there's always a session going down on a Wednesday, man.
Wednesday ones are really full on with. Particularly this man, Leonard. Stick your head in.
Hi, Leonard. Hi. Are you going to come and say hi, or are you going to be off camera?
Come on, Leonard.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I was just going to come say.
Stick your head in there. Go on.
Okay. Say hi on the screen.
Hello. I'm Leo. Nice to meet you.
Leo.
Yep.
How you doing, man? How old are you?
20.
And how long have you been skateboarding?
7 years, something like that. Yeah,
Sweet. Cool. Well, I'll see you in a bit for a bowl session or whatever.
No.
Hell of a heel flip on him.
Oh, okay.
You'll see this boy's heel flip.
Cheers, Liam.
See you later, Leonard.
Yeah, always a heated session on a Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesdays are like, particularly before the Mondays were open, it was like the first session that everyone can just come back and have a rip. So historically they've been the busier ones, and midweek I suppose there's a whole host of reasons why they're like the busiest ones. But yeah, Wednesdays where the superstars turn up and tear the thing apart.
Totally tear it apart. It's like, I'm really lucky that I'm equal measures of intimidated and inspired at the same amount, you know, like oh my god. Especially when like I think, I think I'm going around sort of like an alright speed, not as fast as these guys, I get it, I think I'm doing alright, and then I video a line, I'm like, did I leave the brakes on or something? Like what? Why does it look like, is this slowed down? Oh no.
It's the others speeding theirs up. That's what the problem is. Don't be rough on yourself. I mean, come on.
Awful. It's like, how can I be going so slow when I even dropped in the deep end? Like, what's going on? Am I like anti-pumping this or something? I don't get it. Like, oh my god. And they just drop in and they're just flying, like proper flying.
Yeah.
It's good. I like the bowl. I like the those two different sizes you've got. You know, you've got like 8.5 to like really like, okay, let's go and get my big boy pants on.
Yeah.
Or you got a nice sort of 5.5 bit.
Yeah.
And then the mini ramp, what's that, about 4?
Yeah, about 4 foot still. Yeah, still 4
okay.
foot height.
Quite sort of whippy.
Yeah,
in a nice way.
They cut tighter because we had limited space and stuff. But the transitions in the bowl area, they're obviously a little bit tighter to suit.
Yeah. But it's perfect. The transitions are perfect. And whatever Trev made it out of, and whatever style he made it with, it's solid. It's so solid. It doesn't give in any way, you know. Like,
no.
I mean, obviously, I've just described that. Clearly, I'm not pumping it at all. But those who are pumping it are clearly getting everything back out of it, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that street area looks.
Road area.
The road area.
Yeah.
It's got everything it needs in it. It's got little handrail doings and little gap bits. And
well, lots of little quirky bits in there. It took a while to sort of conjure everything that went in there. But again, it's just using the sort of footprint that we had to the raised bit before, and then just adding loads more sort of angles and twists to it. This one's gone down really well. It is important as well to leave some aspects of the old park.
Right.
So the outer banks, there wasn't like a whitewash of stuff happening in there. It was just utilising what we've already got and then just upgrading. So you completely transforming the raised bit there, and like I say, having the wallies and the tight quarter pipes and the wall rides and the different textures.
Yes.
Bits of like parquet flooring. There's like different types of birch in there as well.
Right. Okay.
Obviously concrete, got curbs and stuff. So a lot of aspects going on in there.
Is that it for a little bit? Or are you planning to do any more refurb? Or
excuse me. I think we've got to do a couple more bits. Nothing like all singing, all dancing, but more like maybe just like using the sort of the area that's closer to the barriers, just put some mani pad stuff in there maybe. But the tweaks will be made on the street section bit anyway. Right. So it's going to do a few more little additions there, but nothing too drastic. Again, it's like it comes with the consistency thing, and instead of going in there and whitewashing everything. Oh yeah, I used to like it better before. It's like
that you've got to find a balance. Right? Yeah,
100%. I can appreciate people want to skate new stuff, but there's tons of new stuff in there now. But it's also keeping some of the old favourites as well. Yeah. Maybe it's just me being selfish.
No.
It is me being selfish. No, it is you being selfish. Yeah.
No, I think you've got a very valid point. It is, because again, it's like, I love that part, and then you go back 2 months later, you're like, why have they changed it all? Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
So where can people? I mean, on the Instagram, I'll share a link to Instagram. But for the people who aren't watching this, where can they find out about Spit and Sawdust?
Mainly our website and Instagram. And Instagram and our website are sort of the main.
For people who aren't watching this, for someone who's not watching this, for people who aren't watching it on Instagram, where can they find out? That's what I said. I said for people who aren't watching this. Well, no, they won't. Right.
Then that'll be us.
Yeah. Right. Sorry. Mainly Instagram and your website.
Yeah, Instagram and website, Facebook page, but it's mainly the website that gets updated consistently. Instagram just for like sort of larks, if you like.
And what's the Instagram tag or handle?
Instagram, Spit and Sawdust Skate Park, with some sort of underscore dumped in there as well.
There is an
Instagram
underscore.
got
Yeah, something happened
deleted.
to it, right?
Yeah, we got hacked.
Right, okay.
And it got hacked, and some marvellous adult content got put up at 3 in the morning.
Oh no!
So they deleted it straight away, which they did the right thing.
But by deleting all your history and
it's all gone.
all your followers,
we don't exist anywhere. But again, it happens. Everyone's kind of vulnerable in that, where you're over a barrel for this free media.
We're skateboarders. This is what we do. We go, oh well, that didn't work. Well, let's try something else then.
Yeah.
Okay.
VHS.
Yeah.
This is why VHS always works.
Yeah. It's all about the VHS.
So basically go back. Website will be the main source, because Instagram will probably be deleted.
Right. I think that's most things. I think what I want to do every now and then is, while I'm here, do a little check-in with you. If you've got things going on, let us know, because the one person who watches this might want to know and might want to come sometime.
Yeah, George.
Thanks. Yeah. George knows everything. He's all over it. George knows the score.
Best place to skate, mate. It's wet, isn't it?
Best place to skate. You may or may not have heard that, but coming from the mouth of George. So, Christian, thank you.
Mate, my pleasure.
And thank you for taking some time out, because you're actually supposed to be at work, aren't you?
Yeah. But you know.
Perks of being the boss.
These masters. Perks been going there as a pile of washing up as tall as me.
Sauntering. No.
Right, that's me here till midnight then. No, my pleasure, mate. Thank you very much for your kind words.
Spit and Sawdust, Cardiff. Come and check it out. Bowl, street section, hamburgers, cool people like Christian. What more do you need? I don't understand. Really good hot dogs as well. So you know what to do. Turn this crap off and go skateboarding by jumping the car and coming to Cardiff, or train, or what. Are we far from the train station here?
We're probably, as crow flies, a couple of miles. So I mean, it's just like a bus to get down.
Bus.
But,
Get a bus. Get a taxi. Get your mates. Jump in with older mates. Drive a car. Put loads of people in the car. It's always a good idea. And and hopefully we'll see you here on a Monday, Wednesday or Friday.
You got it.
At the weekend.
Or the weekend. Perfect.
Tuesdays are Shreducation.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays are lessons. Yeah, Shreducation.
Okay, and do you do a girls' night?
We do, Sisters of Sawdust.
Right.
Which is, here you go, Jacob, sit down. Sisters of Sawdust, it's called, That's every Thursday. So that's from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m.
So check it out. Right, Christian, thank you. Say goodbye.
See you later.